And a good morning to you all. Hope everyone's doing well today. What day is today? It is Thursday. Thursday, November 2nd. November 2nd already. Hope everyone's doing well. Getting on the Belt Parkway. We're going to Jersey. So we have a good, let's see how long this ride is going to take us. Good hour and a half. Hour and 24 minutes. We're getting on the Belt Parkway now. Going to Hunterdon County, Flemington. Beautiful fall day today. Again, chilly, but that's what we get. Muggsy, how you doing, Muggs? Muggs, you see those lights on my block last night? Sad story over there. I don't know exactly what happened, but I don't know if you could see them from over there. Couldn't even get out of my driveway last night. Just the damn house across the street. They're cursed over there. They really are. But hope you well, Muggsy. Andrea, good to see you. Buongiorno, Andrea Fatali. Hope you well. Hey, Carlos. Good to see you, Carlos. I see you guys are slated for a little Monday return, if I see that correctly. Mr. Nunez. I wish you, Nelson, and Big Lou the best. Hope you guys are doing all right. We need a temperature check for you here, because I know everyone likes to know what the weather is. I mean, hey, right now, ladies and gentlemen, I am getting a temperature reading of 43 degrees Fahrenheit. 43 degrees Fahrenheit. Yep. Rub it in, Carlos. Rub it in. Where are you at right now, Carlos, up there in northern Florida? Probably in the high 60s right now, maybe? Maybe in the high 60s? Yeah, we're 43, going up to a high of 49. Beautiful day. The sun feels pretty good. Feels decent, but hey, what are you going to do? What you going to do? So, Belt Parkway. Got Starrett City here to the right. Although, as Muggs could tell you, I think they call it, what, Spring Creek now? This big complex here to the right. Maggie Fernandez. How you doing, Maggie? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well, Maggie. No corona today, unfortunately. I got to get myself out into the country. Out to the countryside of Hunterdon County, New Jersey. But I hope you're doing well, Maggie. And speaking of people that can rub it in terms of the temperature, Maggie, it's 42 degrees. I don't know if you just heard that here. I know you're very interested in comparing how much better your weather is than ours. So go ahead, rub it in if you want. Rub it in if you want. So this ride is going to take us, let's see, which direction we're going to go. Obviously, Belt Parkway. We're going to go over the Verrazano Bridge. Once we get into Staten Island, we have, two options. We can continue on like I used to do and go over the Goethals and do a little turnpike north to 78 or south to 287. Technically, where I'm going is it's south of Staten Island, so. Really, Carlos? Interesting. Yeah, we just passed Starrett City. Now they call it, like I said, they call it Spring Creek. It's weird in there because, right now, I guess call it the hood. Call it the hood over there, Pennsylvania Avenue and Flatlands, that intersection there. But within Starrett City, in that little complex, it's always been real nice. It's always been real clean. Kind of a little different world in there. It's like a pseudo project, it's like its own little projects there, but they're like high-end projects, if that makes sense. Andrea, that's funny. Yeah, no, those buses, hey, the bus drivers are crazy, man. I that's why I know when I see that thing fly by the stoop, I'm not surprised. The friggin' bus drivers are nuts. They're absolutely nuts. The accessoride drivers are nuts. The school bus drivers are nuts. They're nuts. They drive around like they're in little Honda Civics. Unbelievable. Look at this guy from Jersey camping out in the left lane over here. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Now he's, look at him, now he's racing. Can't make it up. Cannot make it up. Just can't make it up. Let's see. No. 47 down there. Wow. I mean, I'd have to assume during the day it's gonna heat up though, right? Cool, you guys. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Jeez, yeah, you'll warm up. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Right now, we're what did I say, 46 or whatever, but the high is 49. Like this is it. The sun doesn't work too well this time of the year. And it's annoying this time of the year also. You know, to me, I like right now I have about 250 pounds worth of, you know, stuff in the trunk that I have to get out and into this showroom when I get there. It's gonna be cold. Look at this van now camping out in the left lane, causing all sorts of traffic in this left lane here. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Now you gotta cause people to pass on the right. We gotta make dangerous moves now, because of course this guy in this going just as slow. It's not even slow drivers that get me. I'm really like, I'm not an overly aggressive driver. It's just the stupidity and the ignorance of the road, because there's a reason for the rules of the road. There's a reason why you keep right except to pass, so that people don't have to pass on the right. Like what I'm doing right now is for no reason, just dangerous, because I'm doing 47 miles per hour in the left lane. So now we're all speeding around him on the right. You got this minivan over here that wants to Evel Knievel off this bridge right now. You got the BMW coming into the center lane now in front of us. You know, it's just, that's why you keep right except to pass. Let the passers on the left. When you sit and you just hang out in the left lane. And I get it. To an inexperienced driver, or to someone that's kind of not comfortable on the road, the left lane is the most comfortable lane, because your body is closest to the wall on the left. I get it. I get it in the mentality of a driver that's nervous or scared. Like this guy in this left lane right here. Why is he in this left lane? He's in that left lane there because he feels the most comfortable there. He knows he's not going to hit the wall on the left. He's got plenty of room on the right, and it's all good. But really, there's no reason for it. Like, and I'm not even speeding, and I'm just easily catching up to him. This is a speed trap here. That's why you can't fly through here, because the cops for some reason love it here, and they love the mornings. And then, like a typical person, once you get up to them, then they'll speed you. They'll race you. Like when you get up to them. But I heard it out of someone's mouth multiple times. People that I was like for sales jobs in this territory, they come up, they come from out of state or whatever. They come here, they come to New York City, and they start driving here in New York City. The first thing they do is they go and camp out in the left lane. Because, like, think about it. Now, if I get into this left lane, if I'm not confident on how wide my vehicle is, I know, all right, I'm going to scooch and get as close to this left guardrail as possible, and I know I can fit. But that's just, if you're thinking that way, then you shouldn't be in the left lane. You're not in the speeding lane, And another one here. Same deal. Just completely stops traffic. Completely stops traffic. There's no one in front of this vehicle. No one. But it's New York City driving. That's what we deal with. There's no concept of keep right except to pass. Zero. Doesn't exist in New York City. Oh, the glory, the glory, the glory. This is what causes road rage. This happening to you 37 times a day. And you're like, dude, just move over. I don't care if you drive slow. I'm not even trying to drive fast. I'm trying to do the speed limit. That's all I'm trying to do. And you're sitting in the left lane, camping out, sightseeing. You want to sightsee? Subscribe to BK Skip. You want to sightsee? Now that lady that I passed is now cutting him off. Look at this. I don't want to be aggressive. I don't want to be. You make me. Oh, my God in heaven. Get out of the left lane. Christ. Now this one. I'm going to get camped behind this one now. Again. No traffic yet. I don't want to utter the words traffic out of my mouth right now. But we're pretty smooth sailing at the moment. Pretty smooth sailing. It's telling me I got about an hour and 15 minutes left. Yeah, Carlos, you know it. I mean, I try not to, it's just, I really, in all seriousness, really just chill out on the road. And I'm getting into it. You can find a fight in a second. People are looking to fight you. You can find a race. You can find. I just try to chill. Just try to chill. Yeah, New York drivers just do what they want. That's the problem. New York drivers just do what they want. And that's fine to a certain extent. I'm cool with it. This is New York City. It's always had that kind of freewheeling vibe where it's like, get the hell out of here. What do you want me to do? It's not enough room. There's too many people here. Not enough room. I gotta go. But the amount of people that just dangerously just cut you off to get off an exit. It's like, lady, get off the next exit and turn around. You almost just killed 9 people to get off that damn exit. Gianni Catalano, how you doing? Although I have to admit, when I went down, last time I went down to Florida, maybe it's just because, down there, I was also down in Miami. My girlfriend, we wanted to go, we wanted to do Miami, but we didn't want to stay down in South Beach. So we found a place in North Miami, which I thought was wonderful because being from New York, like that North Miami area, it had, I'm going to try to describe it to you. There's a main road that crosses over a bridge, not the southernmost bridge to take you into Miami Beach, but then there's like a northern bridge to take you over into Manhattan Beach. On the mainland side, that's where we stayed. So we were in a neighborhood. And I tell you, maybe it's just because there's more space to move around down there in Miami and there's no potholes. To me, the people drive like animals in Miami. Animals. Like even here on this road right now, I can't go anywhere. There's only so fast that I could, even if I was a maniac right now, I'd have to zig and zag. Where in Miami, you got these wide open highways. 19 friggin' lanes wide. You got more lanes than people on the road. No potholes, just open space to go. To me, the drivers down in Miami were absolutely nuts. And it was like you felt that vibe as soon as you hit like South Florida. As soon as you hit like Port St. Lucie, that area kind of on 95. It was like, holy crap. It was like the white stuff got mixed into the water supply down there, and it's like everyone kind of, when they drink the water, they also got a little toast, it's like crazy down there. It also reminds me of in New York City, the first kind of really warm day of spring, you get that first day, it's really warm, all the summer cars come out, everyone, drops the top. Tommy gets out there in the drop top out there, and everyone's kind of a little nutty and batty on the first warm day. That's Miami every day. To me, that's Miami every day. It's warm, it's sunny. Like I said, the white stuff got mixed into the water supply over all these years. Everyone's it's like vacation mode, party mode, 24/7. To me, the driving there was like, woof, put your seatbelt on. Here, it's more a battle for space. We're just battling for space everywhere we go here. That's all we're doing. All right, Verrazano Bridge. You see it right there in front of you. We should have a pretty nice view going over. Nice clear day. This, of course, takes us over to Staten Island, Italy, also known as Richmond County. Why don't this guy just jam on the brakes? What is this? Riri doing? Trying to get behind him. There we go. Here we go. That's how we go. There it is. The pedal's on the right, buddy. The pedal's on the right. Wise Up Show. How you doing, Ralph? Good to see you, man. And I hope I did not miss anyone else coming in. Carlos, Ralphie, Gianni, Andrea, cousin Paulie was in here before. We got some time though, so got an hour and 10 minutes. Also, depending on which way I go, exactly. I can go 440 down Staten Island, or I could just go right over the Goethals to the Turnpike. Take the Turnpike to 287, I guess, to 202. Cuban B, what's up? So, Cuban B, I'm so happy you said that, and that reminded me. I need to figure out how to do that. Absolutely. Like, because you see even how I put on the thumbnail? I made that my thumbnail because I feel like, I mean, me personally, I'm a map freak. I love maps. I'm a geography freak. I can just imagine, like, picture maps, and I love maps. I don't know why. It's a weird type of thing, but I love maps. But I agree. I need to figure out a way, even if I, like, drop the link for myself, there's got to be a way. I know there's a way. I know even Tommy Stiggs used the director's view, which actually you guys can be looking at me and the road at the same time, which no one wants to really see me. They want to see the road. But I have to figure, I would love for a way. Yeah, you're a map person too? Yeah. Jonathan C., how you doing, man? We are on the Verrazano Narrows Bridge. Absolutely. Crossing over from the great borough of Brooklyn into the borough of Staten Island. From Kings County into Richmond County is what we're doing right now. There's Theendu's beautiful S560 Benz in front of us. That's the one right there, Thee, if you're around. Thee's probably sleeping still. How great is it Thee's coming back? 2 o'clock today, baby. He's going to be ripping and roaring. All cranky from his travels. Oh, yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be real good. That's going to be real good. I hope that's a joke. I don't think it's a joke. I hope it is because I know, you know, how you are. I'm praying for you. Absolutely praying for you, Pain Like Pain. Absolutely. Terrible. I don't even want to tell you what I saw last night. I don't even want to tell you guys. I will tell you guys what I saw last night because I got to get it off my chest. Muggsy, I alluded to it earlier today. I had darts last night. It was the mid-season tournament. Our bar was hosting the mid-season tournament. I lost in the first round. Better yet, I didn't even get into the. How crazy is this, right? There was an uneven amount of people, so me and some other dude had to play a one-on-one playing game just to get into the tournament. That I paid my $20 to get into, but I had to play a playing game just to get into it. My bar was hosting it. I played one of the best shooters in the league. He beat me. That's it. Adama, I'm sorry, man. I don't even know what to say. I mean, words. I'm sorry. I'm so. You know, maybe one day, not right now. I don't, you know, but I'll get into it. I know about disease. You know, my father, my grandmother. There's a hereditary disease that runs in our family. And, you know, I have it. So health issues are just kind of sad. Like they bum me out. They really do. I try because, you know, it's maybe to not at that extent and not trying to say like, well, a Me Too or like a topper type deal. But, you know, it's something that I've dealt with my whole life. My father had a massive stroke when I was in the 8th grade. And it's been downhill since then. And kind of like I've seen my future, like I know what I have in store for me. I saw my grandmother deal with it. I've seen my father deal with it, and now I know what's in front of me. So it's starting to affect me already. Like you know, it usually starts to affect you in like your 30s. I'm now 36, so now we're getting to that point now, and I quite honestly, I just try not to think about it. maybe, you know, I was, man, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's, I'm sorry. I got another person hanging in the left lane. You know, the problems that these are the problems that I make for myself to try not to think about my real problems. You know, it's got this guy with his jersey plates in his left lane doing 40 miles per hour. You know, I make that my problem. That's what I make my problem right now. And I try to really not think about the real problems out there. And I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. But, I'm going to get off it. I'm going to get off the topic for now. We'll go there. But I feel you, man. Mine is more like kind of just like a ticking time bomb. You know, like I know it's there. It's starting to affect me. I just don't know. It just comes out. You don't know when it's really going to just hit. But whatever. Let me get off this. Let me get off onto what I was going to say. I had darts right last night, mid-season tournament. So I'm about to leave the house, and there's a huge response, like EMS, fire department, outside my house from my neighbor across the street. Now, my neighbor across the street, it's a mother, a father, and a son. They lost their other son maybe 2 years ago. The kid, he's had some problems. He's just had problems. He's done some time. He's been home. I haven't seen him in a while. Whatever. So I go to leave. You know, it's like 5:00 in the afternoon, and there's cops, ambulance, firefighters, the whole nine. They're out there. So I'm like, you know, it's an old couple. You know, he's had some problems. You never know. So I go, I shower again now to go out. I get ready for darts. I get all my dart stuff together. I load the car up. Now it's like 7:30, about 2 hours later. And you could tell when there's like no urgency. There's no real urgency to the EMS, you know, blah, blah, blah. They all kind of start packing up. They leave, but the cops stay. Now there's 3 cop cars still there. But the EMS leaves. They don't leave with anyone. The 3 cop cars are still there. I'm like, all right, this is weird. You know, I don't know, whatever. So I go to darts. We're playing darts, whatever. My girlfriend texts me at like 11 o'clock at night. She's like, the cops are still here. Like, they're still just hanging out on the block. Like, blocks, you know, they don't have like crime scene tape out or anything, but the cops are still, like, it's weird. You know, the ambulance came, the ambulance left. Why are the cops still here just hanging out? Well, you know, what's going on? So I get home now. It's like 11:30. I get home, and there's still just 2 cop cars just hanging out, like, on the block. And I'm like, you know, this is cool. I pull in my driveway. I wave to them. How you doing? What's going on, guys? They're right there. You know, it's Queens. We're all on top of each other. And I walk in the house. So I'm like, they're still out. They're just hanging out in front of the house. I'm like, is it a crime scene? So now I'm telling my girlfriend, I'm like, I think someone came and tried to rob this guy. Are you putting 2 and 2 together here? I think someone tried to, maybe came to rob this guy. Maybe they hurt him a little bit. Or maybe someone came to get him or whatever. Someone came to this house, and now they're kind of just hanging out as like just a little security out front. So now I'm thinking, like, what the fuck? Here's the end to the story. We're getting there. So now it's like, and now, you know, I'm kind of freaked out now. It's hard to just kind of go, you know, I already got adrenaline going from darts. There's activity out front of my house right now. It's a little weird. And all of a sudden I hear like a van pull up. And you could hear you could hear the doors of a van pull up. And I go to the front of the house, and it's one of those refrigerator trucks. And I was like, oh no. And I was like, maybe I shouldn't look at this. It's like 12 o'clock at night. I'm about to go to sleep. Maybe I shouldn't watch this. But of course, my nosy ass stuck my head out the window, and they rolled a body out. Whose body? I don't know. I don't know if it's the mother's, the father's, his, or his girlfriend's, who's always around and very active on the block. I don't know. But I wish I didn't see that, because now I can't unsee that. And like, literally, like, it's right in front of my house. You know, like, I wake up this morning, I walk outside, it was just like, I don't know. You're not expecting that. You're not expecting that. You're expecting, maybe someone to come out and be stretchered away, maybe someone to come out in handcuffs. You're not expecting to see a body bag. Thank God I saw the truck, because it kind of a little bit, got me ready for it, because I'm like, it's a New York City official use only, and it had kind of the ventilation on top. You know what I mean, Gianni? It was something you transport your cheese in up there with, the little van, but it keeps you cool. I was like, oh no, but yeah. So that was, that was, now it's a matter. I don't know. I was just saying to my girlfriend, it's hard to tell. It's sick. It sounds sick, me just saying this, but the bag, like it looked like it might have been the mother, just because it was like a bigger person and a little top heavy. You know what I mean? Yeah, Gianni. Yep, that's the proper way to put it. Yes, sir. Once because you can tell that this, again, it's Queens. It's Howard Beach, Muggsy Knows. It's a quiet neighborhood. You hear everything. We're on top of each other and we hear everything. So you can tell when cars pull up on your block. You can tell when cars pull up in front of your house. You can tell right away. And I can tell by the sound of the bang. You could tell it was like a van. So I'm like, oh, maybe, so that's what made me go and peek. And let me tell you something. That van pulled up. I walked to the front of the house. I seen the two guys walk out of the van and like maybe 4 cops get out of the car. And they walked into the house. Now you can see, I was able to see into the house because they had the shades and all shingad and wide open, and the lights are on. Like you could see them wrapping the body. Like you could see them bending down. If I tell you, it took maybe a matter of 5 minutes for this van to pull up, them to walk into the house, wrapped the body up, got it into a stretcher, got the stretcher down the stairs and into this friggin' coroner van. Was it's just what they do. You could tell that's what they do. Emotionless, just bang, bang, bang. And then as soon as that body got into the van, everyone left. The cops, gone. Everyone was gone. Right out the door. Tommy Sticks, how you doing? Is that Dindu? Dindu. Tommy, absolutely. Tommy, you need to get my number, because my Instagram, I know we have each other on Instagram, but I'm like never on it too much. So like, lady, really? Do you not see what the hell is going on in front of us, lady? Unbelievable. Oh, it's a guy beeping at me. What the fuck is wrong with you? Stupid ass. And shaking his head. I swear to fucking God. Tommy, get my number from either Thindu or Vinny or whatever. Make sure to just give me the time and place. I will work my schedule around it. Whether it's my work schedule or with my daughter, whatever. Give me time, give me place. I'll make it happen. If it's me, driving with Vinny, even better. We could kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Whatever it is, I'm 100% down, Tommy. Jersey, Philadelphia, whatever it is, Tommy. Get my number. See No Evil has it. Vinny has it. Thindu has it. Shoot me a text, just because with the Instagram, if you don't mind. If you want me to do the Instagram way, I'll try to hook up the Instagram. But my BK Skip Instagram, maybe I'll just follow you with my personal Instagram. And do it that way. If you want to stick to Instagram, that's fine. Because some people don't like giving out the number, which I completely understand. But yeah, Thindu. Hey, Thindu, I don't really get pissed off on the road unless it's absolutely warranted. There was no fucking reason for that guy to fucking beep his horn at me. None. Zero. Like, come on. What are we doing over here? Okay, cool. Yep, set up a group chat or whatever you want to do, however you want to work it, Tommy. But I am 100% absolutely down. However you want to do it. So I guess I'm going to go, should I go Outer Bridge or should I go Gotham? So I'm in this lane. Yeah, you know what? Let me cut this truck off. Let's go Outer Bridge. Just because I've never done Outer Bridge on a live. So we go over the Gothels Bridge all the time. Let's go. Okay, yeah, Tommy, same here, Tommy. Same thing. Just get the digits, hit me up. It is what it is at this point. You know what I mean? The Instagram is a good way for like initial contact, for sure. Definitely a very good way to do it that way, especially if you have, I created the Skip Instagram. I have my personal Instagram with my name, my daughter and all that stuff. Dean Do. You know what I mean over here, Dean Do. You know who the driver is over here. I can get as crazy as the rest of them, Dean. I can get as crazy as the rest of them. It's just a matter of, why. Oh, why? Right? Buffalo Billy, how you doing? Oh, man. Well, Gianni, wouldn't that be cool? Wouldn't that be cool? That's the next trip we got to make our way. We got to do a major summit, Tommy Stiggs. We got to do a national summit. Look at this deer crossing. This sign says deer crossing in friggin' New York City. Good old Staten Island. Can you believe it? Deer crossing. Another camper in the left lane will be here. It's all good. It's all good. Hang out in the left lane. Attaboy. So this is Staten Island. Believe it or not, we are on Staten Island. You wouldn't think so? You would think you were with TT Rad over in Easton, Pennsylvania. Yeah. Tommy, can you believe Buffalo Billy is can you believe the legendary Buffalo Billy is the subscriber of the BK Skip channel? I feel too late. Poor deer. The hoof. You get a lot of two-legged deer on Staten Island, let me tell you. Staten Island, oof. I hope Dean Do gets into it today on how Staten Island is its own little world. They took New York City and they recreated a New York City in its own little world. It's unbelievable. Yeah, the East Coast Summit. That's exactly right. We need the East Coast. Buffalo, Boston, Springfield, New York City, Jersey, Philadelphia. It's exactly what we need. So I am on Route 440 South. So I'm on Staten Island. Again, here, Cuban B, like you said, this is where I would love to have the map out. I try to describe things so that if people watching are as crazy as I am and decide to pull out a map, because I'll do that. Like when I would watch Action Kid, or when Action Kid was down in Florida and stuff like that. Oh, let me put the air conditioner on. I gotta put the air conditioner up front, otherwise I'm gonna overheat. This phone is gonna, with the sun. All right, let's get that going. So I try to, when I describe where I'm at, I try to give you as if you were looking at a map. So if you're looking at Staten Island, on the west side of Staten Island is Route 440. It goes north and south on the west side of Staten Island. I'm on 440 heading south down to the Outer Bridge crossing, and then we're going to cross over to Jersey on the Outer Bridge crossing, which is down by Perth Amboy. So instead of going straight across Staten Island and crossing Staten Island right over the Goethals Bridge and going to the Turnpike there, we are going down Staten Island, and we're going to cross on the southern part of Staten Island into Jersey, because then that puts us right onto 287, which is basically what we want to be on to get over to Flemington. Flemington, again, is in Hunterdon County, New Jersey. Flemington is the county seat of Hunterdon County. Yeah, absolutely, Cuban B. There's got to be, you're right, there absolutely has to be a way that I can have a little picture-in-picture, similar to like what Tommy did with the director's cut, and have like a little live map, or even if I could drop the link myself with that app, and it kind of just go back and forth, maybe show the app in the big screen, then pull away, go my screen, app screen. Absolutely, you're 100% right, Cuban B. Oh, look at this car carrier. This is our car carrier here. Look at a bunch of BMWs on it. 3 Series, an X3, a 7, a 5, another 7, another 5. Not bad. Yes, Dean Dudes. Now you know why they call it Staten Italy. And like I said to you in person, Dean, you hear it all the time, how New York City has changed, how this has changed, how Bensonhurst isn't the same, blah, 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 this and that, Gravesend, oh, downtown Manhattan's not the same, but absolutely so many people have left New York City. So many people have left New York City. There's a huge bulk of people that went west. They went to Staten Island. They went to Jersey. There's also a bunch of people that went east. They went to Long Island. But there's still, I mean, me, myself, and I use my darts team as a perfect example. My family and the whole darts team, call it a total of about 10 guys. If you figure that whole group, that whole section group of people, call it maybe 15 people, them, their siblings, their parents, their grandparents are all still here. You just got to know where to go. And Thindu can now tell you that. He'll be the first person to tell you that now in New York City. You just got to know where to go. You can still find old school New Yorkers, old school New York, the food, the nightlife, the bars, the pubs, the clubs, the whatever it is that you know people think kind of just left New York City. It's unbelievable that it's moved around. It looks different. It's in different areas. It's in Jersey. It's in Staten Island. Instead of just being so centrally located right in Bensonhurst and right in Gravesend, it's spread out a little more. But it's not gone. And like I said to Thindu, a lot of times, you know, as a tourist or someone that doesn't really know the area, you just come to New York City. You just go to Times Square. You find a hotel in Manhattan, and you go from there. You figure, hey, that's the center of the city. You know, let me just start here, right in Manhattan, center of the city, and go from there. But that's probably the last place I would tell someone to go. Like I told Thindu, you don't have to go into Manhattan. I mean, the city is the city. Manhattan's always going to be Manhattan, even just to see it. People want to see it. I understand if you want to see it. But if you're just looking for just a New York vibe, a New York feeling, and food, like you want a food, you really want to enjoy that side of the culture, yeah, be in Staten Island with someone from Staten Island. Be in Brooklyn with someone from Brooklyn. I could show you places in Brooklyn that you can get a meal like that. I can show you places on Long Island where you can get a meal like that. But yeah, Staten Island's something else. So now this is the Outer Bridge crossing. Hey, Krumel, how you doing, man? Sorry, I hope I didn't miss anyone coming in. El Toro, oh man, look at this. Look at this. I pulled the Thindu. I put the comment on the screen. Now I'm missing everyone coming in. El Toro, how you doing, buddy? How you doing? Corona changed, absolutely. No, Maggie, that certain neighborhoods have certain neighborhoods definitely took it harder than others. Let me just let the people, this is the Outer Bridge crossing. So now this is crossing over from southern Staten Island into New Jersey, into the, I guess the city or the town of Perth Amboy. From this we'll be on 440 and we'll take it to 287. I have about 45 minutes left in this trip before I arrive in Flemington, New Jersey. But Maggie, yeah, absolutely. Corona is one of them that turned over big time. So is Bensonhurst proper. Bensonhurst proper changed over big time. But if you go into a neighborhood like Marine Park, Brooklyn, a very little known neighborhood in Marine Park, Brooklyn, hasn't changed that much. Rockaway Beach hasn't changed that much. It really hasn't. Really hasn't. So yes and no, you know. El Toro. Did I miss someone else coming in here? Krumel, right? I think I saw Krumel. How you doing, Krumel? Good to see you. Yeah, that's Maggie. Yeah, it's different, and that's a culture shock going to Florida. That's a real culture shock. I mean, it took me a while. When I was married, I lived on Long Island, so I was a Brooklyn kid living on Long Island, and that took some time. That really took some time to get used to. I would say it took a good 5-6 years living out there. It's weird now because, you know, I developed all those spots, you know, like my barber's on Long Island now. And I'll never leave I grew up in Brooklyn, got married, moved out to Long Island. And, you know, when you get married, you kind of feel like, all right, now these are all my new things, my new life, you know. Now I'm out in the suburbs, get married, go out to the suburbs, you know, I need all new kind of stuff. And it's weird, you know, it's crazy now because my barber, my cigar shop, you know, where I do a lot of my shopping for certain things and stuff like this and that is all Long Island. Certain friends I have, you know, a different group of buddies I have out there on Long Island. I feel more at home on Long Island a lot of times than I do in Howard Beach. That's what I say with Muggsy. Like a lot of times, you know, people ask like, oh, how, you know, comparing Howard Beach to back in the day. I don't know. Me, Howard Beach was always just a place to go through. You know, a place to, you know, instead of taking Cross Bay Boulevard, instead of taking the Bell Parkway, go Cross Bay Boulevard through Far Rockaway. But New York, you know, New York's fascinating in that also a lot of the people that left these specific neighborhoods kind of just went to surrounding areas, which is why the surrounding areas of New York City have developed into such wonderful places. You know, Jersey, Upper Montclair, Staten Island, obviously. Let's see. I'm jealous. Dude, I'm pissed. See, at first I was jealous that I didn't get to go with the whole Paul Castellano house and the whole with the you and Stiggs doing whole movies together, and I wasn't there for it. You know what it was? It was because I know exactly what happened. See No Evil told Tommy Stiggs, hey, you know, Skip and Vinny, they'll be here at 4 o'clock. I just saw that. I know, Dindu. I know exactly what that is, Dindu. I know exactly what that is, who that is, where that is. Stop it. I didn't even, Dindu, you know what? I didn't even get to really even talk to you about if I walked into that place and if I had to drop a name, God forbid, if I had to. So anyway, See No Evil definitely told Tommy Stiggs, yeah, you know, Vinny, Skip, they'll be here around 4 o'clock. Stiggs said, all right, sounds good. And then Stiggs thought thought about it again. He's like, nope, I want Team Do all to myself. I want them all to myself. I want the pictures with just me and Team Do. We're going to go to the White House. We're going to go to the Godfather house. We're going to go walk into I thought you guys were going to walk into Paulie's house, Paul Castellano's house. In there doing estimates. Unbelievable. Now I'm pissed. I know exactly what that is, Team Dude. Exactly. That was it. Stiggs was like, nah, you know, let me go, let me do this. Meanwhile, see, I'm sitting there, I'm on the way, I've seen these pictures, Stiggs and Team Dude in the back of the caddy. Unbelievable. All right, so Jersey. We're in Jersey. I can't tell you much about where I'm at. Yeah, Tommy. I was going to say, we need Mr. Ubat to tell us exactly where we're at and what we're doing over here. Because I don't know. I'm on 287 now, I guess, right? 440 just turns into 287. So that's the deal here. We just got a 65 mile per hour speed limit. That's good. So now we can kind of open it up a little bit. Very good. So we're on 287 north. Oh, traffic coming up. This is another highway that confuses me. Yeah, because this road kind of goes in like a horseshoe. So even though right now we're kind of going south, it's north. What's going on up here? And why are these trucks trying to get into the left lane? That's never a good sign. All right, Jersey traffic. Who would have thought there? Traffic in Jersey. Oh, the picture you sent me. Yeah, I figured that because it was nighttime. Did you go in? Yeah, no, we didn't even get to really talk. You know, even though we had quite a few hours together. It was more just kind of like hanging out. You know, it was just, we don't want to talk business. Yeah, Tommy, you ain't kidding, man. You ain't kidding. I could bop around, like, even Long Island doesn't have it like this. The commuting in and out of Long Island, like Mikey will tell you, Mikey, 100% bred Italian, whatever he's going by now, he'll tell you firsthand that the traffic going in and out of Long Island is horrendous. But Long Island doesn't have what Jersey has in that, you know, you can get around. You can get off the Long Island Expressway, take some side streets. 287 towards Morristown and Mahwah. Now, Mahwah, I thought Mahwah was way... Yeah, see, 287... Yeah, it does this, like, horseshoe and then wraps all the way around, goes all the way up to Morristown. Yeah, and then up by Parsippany Troy Hills, Montville. I'm taking this thing to Route 202, which is going to bring me into Flemington. Ah, you didn't go in? You should. No, I'm not going to say it. I was going to say you should go in and say someone sent you. But I don't even want to say who you should have said sent you. What is Tommy? What is going on over here, Tommy? Come on. What is this, construction? It can't just be volume. It can't just be 11:30 in the morning volume on Route 287. It just can't be, right? Right now we're in Metuchen, according to my map. It can't just be the amount of human beings that are on this road right now trying to travel through Metuchen on this highway, right? It's got to be. We got to be some sort of construction. Entering the township of Edison. So we're entering the township of Edison. I don't know if that means we're entering like, I don't know if Edison's a city. I don't know if it's a town. I don't know if it's a township. Again, Jersey, confusing. Don't know. What's a city? What's a town? What's a township? I heard, Anthony and Tommy Stiggs get into it with Washington, right? Where Anthony is, like Washington Township. I don't know. So, like, you have Washington Township Police. Very confusing. Very confusing. Carmela Falco, how you doing, Carmela? No Elizabeth today, Carmela. We're going to Flemington. To Edison, Tommy. It just said I'm entering the township of Edison. So now, but isn't Edison also, like, there's also a town of Edison within the township of Edison? And or is there a... What? See No Evil. What? See No Evil's texting me. I don't think he subscribed to me. Did you notice that, Dean Do? Did you notice that Dean Do when See No Evil was going through his subscriptions on the TV? I was going to say something, but I didn't want to be rude to the guy in the guy's house. I wanted to say, See No Evil. You invite me into your house. You're not even subscribed to me? Dean Do, will you tell him I'm live? You invite me into your house, drink, food, but you're not even subscribed to me. Figure that one out. I noticed that when he was, he was looking for stuff to, he turned on the TV and he was, oh, look at the guy got the YouTube on the TV and, he's got the subscription. He got Tommy Stiggs. He's got Dean Do. What's going on over here? No subscription? No sub to skip? What? Oh. All right. You noticed that. You noticed that. I didn't want to say nothing. I didn't want to, See No Evil. Hey, you want to, sub to skip? What's up with that? Oh, Maron. Flemington Fair. Oh, cool. Yeah, I was saying Flemington is the is the county seat to Hunterdon County. So, I guess it's the capital of Hunterdon County. Oh, Maggie, good seeing you, Maggie. So happy you made another live. Very happy you made another one, Maggie. See, this traffic is loosening up already. There was no construction. What is this? That was just volume. Assassino, how you doing, buddy? Assassino with the disclaimer. Hope you well. He's got the asterisk up there. No worries. Hope you're doing well. Assassino has got to be part of the aforementioned Summit 2.0. Being from the great city of city of brotherly love. There he is. There's the other one. There's the other fine citizen of the city of brotherly love. Cousin Paulie, hope you're well, my man. Hope you are well. Oh, man. Excuse me, guys. I need to grab a water. So I actually finally ran out of water bottles. I usually have multiple cases of water in my vehicle. Since my vehicle is my office, always need some snacks in here, some water, So how about TT Rad yesterday, too? Nice fine job by her. The only suggestion I would give to her would try to go sideways and show a little less of your dashboard. We don't need to see your dashboard. I leave a little bit of the dash that way. So like when I pull a move like this and I leave the comment up, that way Tommy Stiggs doesn't get too mad at me. So that way it's kind of just blocking the dash. We're not really blocking the road. You know what I mean? Bucky Palermo, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you, man. Awesome to see you. A nice little Benz in front of us, a little Benzito, little E350 with the black panorama roof. Very nice, very nice, very nice. All right, so I have a half hour to go. 26 miles. See, that's the difference with Jersey and New York. Like with New Yorkers, we don't have a concept of how long miles take us. Like we don't do it by that. Where Jersey, usually it adds up like I have 25 miles, 31 minutes to go. New York, 31 minutes, it could be to go 4 miles. What do we got here? Rutgers University. So wait, where are we, Tommy? What's going on here? Oh, Piscataway. All right, so we're in Piscataway. So Rutgers University. Rutgers University is the State University of New Jersey, a fine institution at that. I think Mr. LaVecchia attended Rutgers, if I'm right. And in the sports world, I know they just entered the Big Ten. Is it that they entered? They're in like a real deal conference now, like a football, with the football team. They had the guy Greg Schiano that came around. Oh, here, look, Rutgers, ranked number 15th. There you go, that billboard right there. Ranked the number 15th public university in the nation. Not bad. Not bad. I know it's a wonderful school. I know there's multiple campuses everywhere. But where's the main? So is this the main campus, Tommy? Is this Piscataway? Or because I thought always New Brunswick was. Like, where does the football team play? That's New Brunswick, isn't it? Like the football team and the basketball team. Like, what's the main campus? Bucky Palermo, we're going to Flemington, New Jersey. Flemington. Anyone that knows baseball or youth baseball, Flemington is also known for its huge athletic complex known as Diamond Nation. One of my 2 career college home runs was at Diamond Nation. Who's this in front of us? Tommy Stiggs? If this thing was white, I would think it was Tommy Stiggs in front of us. Look at this thing. The Cadillac with the Jersey plates. And the tow hook. He's got a tow hook on the back of this Cadillac. Could you imagine towing something in your Cadillac, Tommy? Come on. Here we got some road work, 55 miles per hour. Everyone has to see what the disclaimer and the asterisk is working. He can't respond to everyone, but he says hello to everyone. From the great city of Philadelphia. Yeah, one of my 2 home runs was at Diamond Nation in college. I wasn't a power hitter. I was not a home run hitter. I was more a line drive gaps guy. But we played an exhibition game at Diamond Nation against Yeshiva University. Yeshiva University. And I hit one out to left field. My other home run was against Baruch. We were playing Baruch College at Westchester. So this is a good one. We were playing Baruch at Westchester Community College, and I had hurt my hamstring a few days before, so I wasn't moving too good. I wasn't swinging too good. I was hurt. So the coach put me in the lineup. I think he batted me 6th. I was usually like 2nd or 3rd. He batted me 6th. And we're playing this guy, and the coach from Baruch was such a jerk. This Dominican guy, I don't know. He didn't like Cuban guys. He was just one of those jerks. So we're going through the lineup. It's a big game, big situation, blah, blah, blah. Turns out it's my turn to come up. Runner's on 2nd and 3rd. 2 outs. Sorry. The guy in front of me is up. Right? Let me reset this. 2nd and 3rd. Sorry. Runner on 2nd. 2 outs. The guy in front of me was an okay hitter. Not to brag, I was a better hitter than him. I usually hit a little up in the lineup, but I was hurting. So this asshole from Baruch sees that I'm on deck. He walks the guy in front of me to make it 1st and 2nd to face me. Thinking like I'm hurt. First pitch, fastball, outside, ball 1. Second pitch, fastball, inside, ball 2. So now I have this guy 2-0. He threw a fastball outside for a ball. He threw a fastball inside for a ball. I've been watching this guy now, and I know when he gets into trouble, he likes to throw his little rinky-dink slider. Curveball, slider, whatever it was. It was junk. So I'm looking for it now, 2-0. I'm like, he's going to throw that thing. He just threw 2 balls. He can't throw a fastball for a strike. He's going to try to throw that bullshit thing for a strike, 2-0. Bucky, he threw it and he hung it. Ding! You know, we use the metal bats now. Who was the guy that the Dodgers, the guy from the Dodgers that stumbled around the bases? Who was that guy? What was his name? That's what I basically did. I hobbled around those bases. My team was going nuts. This Range Rover in the left lane is killing me. He's just hanging out here. He's hanging out. I think he wants to just share the lane with me. We're just going to hang out together right here. Right here. He wanted to come in the lane with me right next to him. So afraid to go past his damn truck. You're that afraid to go past his damn truck, you shouldn't be in a Range Rover. He's killing me because I need to get into one of these lanes here. You see this? You see how this works here? Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Hold the love. Yeah, so Bucky, he hung that 2-0. I'll never forget it. 2-0 slider. Oh, my eyes lit up. It was nuts, and it was a big game too. It was a real big game. Like we really needed it. We wound up winning the game. Kurt Gibson, yes, that's who it is. Yes. Yeah, Kurt, yes. What did Big Lou do it? Big Lou, yeah. I Kurt Gibson the shit out of that thing. Oh my God, it was great. Great. That was awesome. That was at Westchester Community College. The other home run was a little less dramatic, the one at Diamond Nation against Yeshiva University. Yeshiva University did not have the greatest of teams. They weren't that great. They really weren't. All right, so I don't know where I am. We need Tommy Steaks. We're passing the Bridgewater Diner. What else is new? We're in Jersey. We're passing diners. Who would have thought? diners, big shopping centers, big complexes, a lot of parking, a lot of space, a lot of trees, car dealerships, big open space, more space than these people know what to do with it over here. Look at this Honda dealership. This Honda, I mean, jeez. Hunterdon healthcare system, hospitals, doctors, a lot of space out here. A lot of space. According to Mr. Siciliano, so right now, I'm on 22 now. I'm on 22. I'm getting on 202 right now. I got to try one of these Jersey diners. Stiggs, I want to try one of these Jersey diners. I want to try, like, so here, I got to make a confession, Stiggs. Can I make a confession to you, Tommy? I've never actually, like, sat down and had Italian food, or what someone would consider good Italian food, in New Jersey, Tommy. I've never tried an Italian restaurant in New Jersey. I have to confess. So that's why when people say, like, oh, the best food is, you know, like, obviously, like, where for example, where See No Evil took us in Staten Island. Delicious. That's your prototypical, you know, seafood restaurant in Staten Island. So it's kind of already got that Italian flair. So we're not a real typical Italian place, but obviously, if I know Staten Island has got awesome Italian restaurants. I know Long Island has awesome Italian restaurants. Obviously, I know, like, in Howard Beach, we have Matteo's. We have Bruno's, which I guess you can consider an Italian restaurant. It's more of, I guess, a seafood steakhouse, but it's in Howard Beach, so it's Italian. But I, you know, obviously watching this, hearing, you know, Tommy speak of the restaurants he goes to, and he brings the lady friend to, and Ralph with the restaurants, and Anthony. I know it's here, I just don't know where, and I've never tried it. I know for a fact that, you know, there's a ton of Italians that made their way out to Jersey. They opened up restaurants. You know, I'm sure there's good and bad. I'm sure there's I like I said, I've had good pizza in New Jersey. I've had good pizza. When I was actually training for this job that I have now, the people that I was training with over in Roselle Park, they ordered some pizza. It was delicious. So I joke around. I do the fake beef with Tommy Stiggs, with the Skyline and the Jersey and the this. But in all seriousness, I actually can't speak on, you know, who's got the better Italian food, you know, Jersey or Queens. I don't know. You know, I've never actually, you know, tried like that. I can actually say, no, like, oh no, I ate at this restaurant, I ate at that restaurant. Obviously, if I just pick a random restaurant out of nowhere, God only knows what I'm going to get. Just like if you pick a random restaurant in Brooklyn right now, you know, you might end up with General Tso's chicken when you order chicken parmesan. So you never know, you know. But with that being said, Tommy, hint, let's you know, I'm eager to try new places. Like I told See No Evil, I love food. I'm a foodie. I'm a skinny foodie like Dean do. I need to put on weight like Dean do also. But I'm always, I love food more than I'm not a big drinker. You know, cigars. I love to have a cigar, hang out, and try food. And even the way, like when me, Dean do, and See No Evil went out, you know, we wound up buying, you know, getting a whole bunch of appetizers. Getting this appetizer, instead of me ordering an entree, Dean do ordering an entree. We've got a whole bunch of different, you know, whole bunch of different stuff. We're picking, we're reaching over each other, grabbing this plate, grabbing that plate. I love that. I love trying new food. I love that. Love it. That's what the original. So my original idea with this channel was supposed to have a food component too. My original idea was to do what I do, but say, imagine if we did this every day, right? But say in my passenger seat, I had Brooklyn guy Vinny Bracco, and in the back seat I had Joey Bay 8th and Tommy Stiggs. Let's say they're both sitting back there in my back seat right now, and we're gonna go, let's go find some food. And that's our show. We could have done it live. We could have done it. What is this? Randazzo's over here on the left-hand side, Tommy. What's this? Randazzo Bakery and Pastry over here on, where are we? That's established 1997. That's crazy. Like, not in a bad way, but that just goes to show you the movement out of New York City. This place, Randazzo, I wonder if it's the same owners that had Randazzo's in Sheepshead Bay. I went to high school with their daughter. She went over. She was from the neighborhood. But now I look to the left and there's a Randazzo's Pizzeria, cakes, gelato, pastry, catering, like real New York City type place. But it was established in 1997. That's funny. While we're stopped here, let me make sure that I didn't miss anyone coming in. Chapman? Chapman gives Cubans a bad name. Chapman really gives Cubans a bad name. Actually, maybe Yoenis Cespedes probably gives him a little bit worse of a name. Because typically Cubans are pretty well, we're a different breed. We're a different breed. Cubans are a different breed. We got our own thing going. We got our own, our politics are usually different. We got our own little groups and societies, usually well kept together, well put together. Now this lady was behind me. She couldn't wait 30 seconds until that dump truck left. Now she's in this left lane. She doesn't want to be in this left lane. She wants to get back in this right lane so bad. But she should have just waited 25 seconds. She was like, oh, guy, I'm misgendering everyone today. Everyone. Man, YouTube's not going to like me. Let's see. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Wait a second. Let's go see you. So come on. Fuck Chapman. Wait a second. You know what? Honestly, it was funny. Me and Dean were talking about it. Once the Mets and Yankees were out of it, because even if the Mets were in it, I kind of just lose interest. It makes me sick. I've played baseball my whole life. Baseball was life. To a certain extent, once I get too much of it, I'm like, ugh. Like, that's why I don't even want to coach. I don't want to umpire. I don't want to do that. Please don't go. You're not going to go now, right? You're not going to go now. So I really just turned it off. I really did. I know that the Rangers won last night. And I know Vinny Bracco had him as a pick, 18-1. Good job, Vinny. Yeah, no, he's the one that caught the lip. He got lippy with the Astros. No, he's the one that the Astros hit, and he turned around and started getting lippy right with the catcher. I didn't even realize he was a Cuban. Did you see the mistake ESPN made? Friggin' ESPN, man. They're going to be sold soon. They need to be sold. They need to go into. They're the worst. Talk about what wokeness can do to a company. Forget about it, ESPN. But they're going to be bought out soon, either by Apple or maybe Disney's selling them. Someone's going to buy them. But they put when Guerrero Jr. won the home run derby this year, they put some stat like Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is only the second Cuban-born player to win the home run derby. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, Vlad Guerrero's not Cuban. He's not freaking Cuban. How do you get that wrong? You're ESPN. How do you not know Vlad Guerrero is not Cuban? The regular person. Oh, so we're in Branchburg now, Tommy. Oh, look at this roadkill on the left. Oh, my God. Oh, that was a deer. Man. Seeing all these freaking dead bodies everywhere. Bucky Palermo. Did you used to go by a name that people associate with a pizza? You can answer if you want, or answer if you don't want. But did you used to go by a name that people associate with a pizza? Look at that Lamborghini. Wow. Yeah, it's Jersey for you too. A random Lamborghini hanging around. See, I don't know where I am. I don't know. Bagel store, big stores, big highway, nice landscaping, everything's well kept. Landscaping companies, hotel. See, what I don't like coming up is there's a traffic circle. I do not like traffic circles, especially when that traffic circles I'm not familiar with. I'm used to that one in Elizabeth now on Elmora. Look at all this space, all this green grass. Okay, Bucky. Yep. But not pizza itself, but did you have another name before Coach? That was a brand of frozen pizza. Let me just say, Bucky. All right, awesome. I figured that. I know. We're good, Bucky. I know who you are. Not saying I know who you are. But yep. All good in the hood. I was actually asking about you the other day, Bucky Palermo. I was wondering where you were. Now I know where you are. Awesome. Awesome stuff. So let me see. Let me open up this map over here. All right. So I have 13 minutes, 9.4 miles. I don't know if we're in any sort of city or town right now. I have no clue. I think we're just kind of like in this little intermediary area between Bridgewater and Flemington. But I'll let you know when we hit Flemington. Yeah, I know with the Phillies. That's what made me think. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Bryce Harper's that guy. He's not on your team. You don't like him, but you do anything you can to get him on your team. Alrighty, 13 minutes, 8.9 miles. So I've noticed like this part of Jersey, if you want to call it maybe Central Jersey, really, really has a lot of these just open highways. I mean, this thing has more space than the Bell Parkway, and it's just kind of like a secondary highway out here. This is Route 202, which seems to be the main artery into Flemington. These power lines, holy crap. Those are some power lines you got running through this joint. See that right there on the left right here? That's a power line. Man, you don't see those in New York City. Holy crap. Oh, another deer. Look at that. Oh, man. Jeez, with the roadkill. Freaking everywhere. Ugh. Horrible. Buffalo Billy, you and me both. When I first started out in this career, like my job obviously forces me to drive a lot, an awful lot. It's why I kind of, in all serious, like when you hear me kind of road raging, it's me more kind of just joking around. Like I can't, like I have to go see a customer right now. I can't get I'm not an angry person. So, you know, I'm a typically very calm person. I just go. When I snap, I go. So when I do get angry, I just get super angry and like I don't like the way I feel. And then I can't just go start walking into customers and trying, it's just not a good combination. It's also why I listen to YouTube a lot. I don't listen to music while I'm working because it just puts me in a different vibe. If I start listening to music while I'm driving and working, I'm just going to turn around and go home. I don't want to work. You know what I mean? Like, it puts me in a different mind state. But when I first started doing this, my territory was just New York City. It was just the 5 boroughs of New York City. And nothing therapeutic or relaxing. I had to force myself to find, quiet streets, quiet places. Like I know all the parks in New York City. Like I know all the parks in Brooklyn that I can kind of like, hey, if I need to escape for a second, I can go find a park. You have to find ways to. I had a boss that came up from North Carolina during that time when I had just New York City. He came up from North Carolina. He was my boss. He was the regional manager. And, he was stressing, make sure, customer service, New York is a very blunt place, but just to make sure you take care of your customers, make sure you stay very relaxed. And he asked me, we drove around all day. We hit one customer, we hit another customer. We were in traffic. I was battling pedestrians. I was battling friggin' bikes, this and that. And then we would walk into the customer, and I was, nice and calm. I was my normal self. I was composed. And he looked me in the eyes. He asked me a serious question. I'll never forget this question. And he was someone that he's worked every territory in the country. He's known every territory. He knows every market. He goes, when let's just say, when you get into, stuff happens all the time with customers. When customers piss us off all the time, either they get nasty with us or whatever. He looked at me and it was serious. That is as serious as a heart attack. When you get stressed out, where do you go to escape the concrete and just put yourself in nature for a second so that you can de-stress yourself? I looked at him and I said, "This is New York City. There's no such thing. There's no such thing." Granted, yes, in parts of Howard Beach, you can find quiet areas. In parts of Middle Village, you can go to. This is now I know. Obviously, Marine Park, you can go hide out in Mill Basin somewhere, find the shady. But generally speaking, we don't. If you're in New York all day and you're working in New York all day, we don't have anywhere to go to just be one with nature and decompress. Getting back to what you're saying, Buffalo Billy, it wasn't until years later that then I started picking up the Long Island territory. And then to me, going out to Long Island was such a stress relief. Just going out there and just driving on those roads, just relaxing. It just allows you to relax. And that's what anyone from Long Island will tell you. As soon as even though Long Island is basically connected to Queens, as soon as you leave Queens, you can exhale. As soon as you hit Long Island, it's got more space. It's got more trees. It's got more greenery. You can relax. It's nice. It's peaceful. To further my point, Buffalo Billy, it's now been a couple of years where I've been in my current role. And now with my current role, I have New Jersey, everything basically north of here, basically north of Princeton, north of Flemington. So everything up of New Jersey. I also have 2 counties upstate New York. I have Rockland County and I have Orange County, New York. And I love coming out here and riding these roads. It's so nice. It's so nice. When I was interviewing for this job a few years ago, they were like, well, do you mind, basically where I live, I'm in the center of my territory. My territory goes 3 hours east, it goes 3 hours west, and it goes 3 hours north. And they were like, are you willing to know that at least once a month, you got to hit these places, you have to drive. And as long as you provide me with the vehicle and the gas and the Easy Pass, absolutely. The bigger the better. The bigger the territory, the better. The more out there and into the country, passing these little ice cream places and this fudge shop. What is this fudge shop out here? I feel like I'm on vacation when I come out here to work. I literally feel like I'm on vacation right now. I'm like a tourist. I'm looking around. I'm like Theme on Staten Island right now. The fudge shop, ice cream shop, this shop, that, trees, hills, no traffic, somewhat nice people. The people are somewhat nice in Jersey. Although when they hear my New York accent, sometimes they just automatically assume I'm an asshole. So they kind of got to be like an asshole back to me because, no one wants to be kind of taken advantage of by a New Yorker. So when they hear the accent, they kind of got to like clap back. Yep, Schwarber, his numbers are unbelievable. Schwarber's a beast, but he really, if he's not hitting one out, it's all or nothing. He is the epitome of all or nothing. He really, really is. Yeah, but these drives are cool. For me, I wish I was just driving around doing this and driving back, I still got to go and work. I have to make 3 more stops after this. One of them, this one should be fine. This is kind of a follow-up stop where I have a whole bunch of samples and stuff for these people. So they're expecting me. They want what I have. So it's a friendly visit. Shouldn't be too bad. Shouldn't be too long. Same thing with the either second or third one. Both of the second and the third one are both over in Fairfield, New Jersey, which is probably about an hour from here. So I'm going from here all the way up to God knows, I don't even know how to describe where Fairfield is. I mean, the Jersey folks know where it is, but it's like an hour north, close, more closer to the Tommy Stiggs part of Jersey. All right, here's this traffic circle. Now, the last time I was here, I think I went around this traffic circle like 5 times before I got to where I needed to go. Look at this thing. Look at how freaking confusing this stupid thing is. All right, so I don't know where I'm going. Shoot, so I need this one this way. I need to go that way. I need to go in. I think I missed it. I think I missed it. I'm going in a circle. Look at this. I'm going back around it. Look at this. I'm going right back around it. Going right back around this fucking circle. Oh, God. I don't know where to go. I think I need to be in this lane here. So let's try this lane. All right, everyone, keep your laughing to a minimum here. Keep your laughing to a minimum. Freaking tourist. Hey, Matty Money Not. How you doing, buddy? How's it going, man? I'm in Jersey. I'm in dirty Jersey. How you doing? Trying to figure out this traffic circle. Oh, look at this. What does this sign say? Comma bound, New Jersey's best small town. Oh, I'm in the wrong lane. Ah! You gotta be fucking kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. I don't know how to get to this. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I mean, let's try making this left up here. GPS is telling me to make a left up here. Let's make this left up here. This is when I get frustrated. Traffic circles. Do not like traffic circles. Don't understand the point of a traffic circle. Actually, I do understand the point of a traffic circle. They're safer for pedestrians. But here, what the hell do you need a traffic circle there for? Yeah, Bucky, do you not agree? I don't even mind like the no left. Like here, you can make the left. I can make the left here. Like I don't mind the jug handles. Like the jug handles where you got to go right. All right, you pull off to the right to cross over. That's fine. What's the deal with the traffic? Why do we need a traffic circle there? I know why, because there's less. You have less points of conflict between vehicles and pedestrians in a traffic circle rather than traditional corners and intersections. That's why they're all over Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C. has all the traffic circles. Manhattan, thankfully, only has 1 or 2. Columbus Circle is probably the most famous one. But, man. See, I told you, that's stupid traffic circle. Look at that Beamer up there, making that right up there. Ooh, look, that's an M8. That's sweet. All right, so now we're going this way. I hope it doesn't put us back into this stupid circle. Oh, no, yeah, good. See, this is where I got to go next time. So I guess this is, the city center, if you want to call it. But you're going to see now, I'll take you right to where I'm going. It's fine. We're going into the historic part, which is very cool. A lot of old Victorian houses. Tommy, you agree, right? Even the Jersey man knows. It's just, and then God forbid someone lets you in, you got to start cutting people off. Like that guy cut me off because I know which way to go. And, it's stressful. It's stressful, very stressful. Driving can be stressful. It's why it's less stressful than going in and seeing this customer right now, actually. This is cool. This is a cool part of Flemington. This part of Flemington reminds me of what Princeton looked like. So you got these old school signs here telling you where everything is. His downtown historic Princeton. This is an old Baptist church on the right. Look at these old Victorian style homes. This is Main Street that we're on right now. This is Main Street, Flemington. Cool looking. Almost to me, it looks very New Englandy, small town, Dutch colonial. Very cool. Very, very cool. You can tell it's an old part of town, old part of the country. Old funeral home in the house. Who was talking about that, you guys, right? Old funeral home in the house. And I forgot who was having that discussion, but the Jewish religion still does it. I've done one recently. All right, lady, I think I have to let you go. There you go. Right, Jersey people, right? I'm supposed to let her go. I'm supposed to stop for that woman right there? I think so. So we're going to do that. All right, so we're going to go this way, go that way, this way, that way, this way. And we are here. We are here. Awesome. I'll pull in here and I'll say what's up to the folks. So you know what? Actually, let's go over here. Oh yeah, because I got a lot of stuff, so I'm gonna back in. Customer parking only. Customer for the place I'm going to, I assume. Perfect. This spot's perfect that way. Right there. Bring everything in there. See, I'm the type of guy. I could, if I want, I can go get their warehouse guy and have him bring the stuff in, but I'm not that type of guy. I think you folks have figured that out. I don't want to get my hands dirty. I know Cotrain thinks it's a joke. Right, Cotrain? But hey, it's not just the installers that get their hands dirty, all right? It's not just the installers, all right? Okay. So Cuban B, I'm in the tile and stone industry. Ceramic and porcelain and granite and marble. So this is a customer that did business with us a few years ago. They kind of fell off. We're a vendor. So this place here is a general contractor that also acts as a tile dealer. So we sell wholesale to them for their projects. They had done business with us for a while. Then they kind of stopped. So they moved off our dealer list. But then recently they reached back out to us that they wanted to kind of get some of our products into their showroom. So, of course, Mr. Skip came over here one day. I met with them. I showed them what we have. They picked out a bunch of stuff, some samples, some ceramics, wall tile, subway tile, 3x12s, 12x24s, 24x24s, all that fun stuff. And I have all the stuff that they selected. Now, again, I could have had all this stuff packed up on a pallet and sent here on our delivery truck. Delivery truck gets here, probably would drop it in that shed that you see in front of you somewhere over there. And then I kind of then got to figure out a way to, have them unpack it and get it into their showroom. I like to do it the hands-on way. I like to, as much as I can, deliver all my samples myself. So it's just more personal. They like to see me. They kind of feel like they are a preferred dealer, which they are. I only go to visit. Bucky, I used to work for Dow Tile. When I just told that story about how my territory was just in the city, it was just Brooklyn and Queens, I was working for Dow Tile. I was selling the Dow Tile brand, American Olean, and Marazzi. It was right when I was with them when Dow Tile bought Marazzi. Well, actually, Mohawk Industries, because Mohawk Industry owns Dow Tile. They own Unilin. They're big, Mohawk Industries. And then they have their carpet division. Carpet, Mohawk Carpet, Karistan, Biggs, and Bugalow, I think. Bigelow or something. But, Dow Tile is an American company, a more commodity product. They're more with the like when you see out in Jersey, you see it, but out more in like North Carolina or Texas, when they you have the home builders, the companies that build just new houses out of nowhere. Dow Tile has a lot of those contracts. A lot of those commodity products are worked into those contracts, and that's where most of their business comes from on the commercial side, commercial architect specs and stuff like that with the home builders. Where I'm with now is a bit more of a residential product. That's why we sell them through the dealers. So this place that I'm at now is a dealer. So if you as a residential homeowner, you would come to them. I sell it to them at a discount, and then they make their money on the material selling it to you and then also installing it. So I'll sell it to them for $5 a square foot. They'll sell it to you for $15 a square foot installed. So they're charging you maybe 10 for the product, 5 to install it. They make their 50% on the 5, and then you go from there. But yeah, of course, definitely I've heard of Dow Tile. They're probably the biggest American manufacturer. I distribute one of their biggest competitors right now, which is Crossville Ceramics. Crossville Ceramics comes from Tennessee. So they're down there in Crossville, Tennessee, and they compete against Dow Tile in terms of an American-made, ceramic and porcelain and stuff like that. Folks, unfortunately, I do have to go. That was one of my customers walking in there. Man, I wish I could just do this all day. I will see you guys. I'll see if Mr. Thindu drops his link later. I'll see if I can hop on because I have 2 other appointments. I have like I said, they're about an hour away. I have a 1:30 and then like a 2 o'clock. So when Thindu first goes on at 2 o'clock, no way, Bucky Palermo. No fucking way. Bucky, we need to talk. We need to talk. That's funny. He might not remember who I am because at that point he was running the whole East Coast and Canada, and he was very involved with the Canadian side. And I don't know if you know Ed Kelly, but Ed Kelly, there was a lot of movement. We have to talk. We could do a whole show. Bucky Palermo, I know who he is. Absolutely know who Jerry Dwyer is. He may or may not remember me. If I said a couple of names to you, he'll know who I am. Like if we went that route. Just because he was more like he was at that point was like he was the big wig, but like I said, he had just taken on the Canadian part of it too, so he was more, and plus he's a big hockey fan, as I'm sure you know, so he was all about trying to get tickets to the Canadian games and all that stuff, where they had more. But absolutely, Jerry Dwyer and his right hand man, those are all Boston guys. Yeah, absolutely, that's funny. We'll talk more about that, Bucky, next time. Remind me. We'll definitely speak more about that. Absolutely no Jerry Dwyer. All right, fellas and ladies, I do have to go. I do have to go to work. It's been wonderful as usual. Always appreciate the support. You guys are wonderful. Have a wonderful day. I will see you over at Thindu's at 2 o'clock. Have a great day, guys. Bye.